Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning live workout. This is our final workout of the week, so you made it this far, and let's get started. Today we will be working on glutes and legs. I also will be using a chair for some of these exercises, so if you have one on hand, feel free to go and get it ready. If not, you can just skip those exercises, or you can try and modify with whatever you have around. So as always, please listen to your body throughout this workout. If there's anything that you are not comfortable with, or or that just doesn't feel right with you, you can go ahead, skip it, modify it. Just make sure that you are being safe and that we are just getting better and not hurting ourselves. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So we're just gonna start with a gentle warm-up and then get into some exercises. So let's just start by looking left and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and right. Now let's take it up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Bring your chin to your chest. Roll your head in a complete circle at your own pace. Next time your chin goes to your chest, reverse. Alright, let's bring the head up. Let's lower our left ear down to our left shoulder. Up, and then right ear down to right shoulder. Alternating at your own pace. Make sure you're not scrunching your shoulder up toward your ear, just letting them fall down toward the ground. Alright, now let's bring our arms out to our sides. Bend your elbows so that your hands are in front of your chest. And we're just going to twist side to side. You can start with a short movement and then just try to look further and further behind you as you keep going. Do this for a few more seconds. Alright, come back to center. Next, what I want you to do, we're going to kind of modify our toe touch. So go ahead and squat. Bring your chest down to your knees. Place your hands in front of you. And I want you to push up and try to stretch your legs as straight as you can. Bring your ears in between those arms. And breathe. Alright, now we're going to lower into that squat again. So bend your knees and then straighten them. Bend. Straighten. Keeping your heels on the ground. Bend. Straighten. One more time. Bend. And straighten. Since we are going to be doing legs and glutes today, we're going to do an extra stretch. So Keeping your left leg as straight as possible, bend your right knee, intensifying that stretch in your left leg. And switch, so straighten the right knee as much as you can, bend the left knee. Straighten both legs, and now we are going to slowly roll up. Try to roll up one vertebrae at a time, head coming up left. Alright, now we're going to speed it up a little bit. So let's start with some lunges toward the back. So alternating, take one foot behind you, bring your arms up above your head. Do that for a few more counts. All right, let's bring it back to center. Next thing I want you to do, kind of stand in this wild stance. We're just going to do some lunges side to side. So sit back into your butt and just lunge. Opening up those hips, continuing to warm up those legs. Bring it back to center. Walk your feet in. And we are going to go ahead and get into, well, it's a warm-up slash exercise to really warm up those buns. So we are going to do some dynamic squats. So basically you are going to place your feet about hip width apart, bend down into your squat, push up into a jump, squeeze your glutes together, legs straight, and we are going to do, let's try to do 15, but do at least 10, all right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, shake it out. Legs should be good and warm at this point. And now we're just going to do a hip opener. So what I want you to do is bend one knee up toward your chest, rotate it out, bring it down. Opposite knee up, out, and down. And just continue doing that. All right, now we're going to do the opposite. So knee comes up and out to the side, rotate in, and place it down. Start with some curtsy lunges. So basically we are going to take one foot, cross it behind the opposite, and bend both knees down. Step over, bend the opposite leg behind, down. We're gonna do 10 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to modify that, adding in a little hop. So you can bend a little bit forward with your torso to keep your balance. All we're going to do is hop one side, lunge, opposite side. Do this 5 times each side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, shake it out. Let's bring our legs wide again. Roll down into the center. Place your hand on the ground in front of you. And let's just shift our hips side to side. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to shift your weight from your hands back to your heels and then back again. So you're just kind of rocking forward and back. All right, come back to center. Take your hands, place them behind your legs. Pull your torso into your legs. Push your butt up to the ceiling. Release. All right. You can bring your feet in a little bit. Squat down into the center. Push your knees open with your elbows and rock from side to side. Come back center, place your hands on the ground for support, push up, walk your legs in. If you have your chair or a chair available, let's go ahead and get that. We're going to be doing 2 exercises with this today. All right, so the first thing we are going to be doing is some toe touches. If you have a stool, you can probably use that as well, but if you don't have anything that you can use, you can probably just do some high knees for this. Basically, we're going to be taking each foot, tapping it on the seat of this chair, and going to the opposite side as fast as we can. All right, so I'm going to try to do it for 15, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, shake it out. Please definitely be careful with these exercises because we know how precarious these chairs can be. All right, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to do a step up. So especially be careful with this one. Make sure you are placing your foot in a place of the chair so it's not wobbly like this. In the center, come up, raise that knee up, bring it down, and switch. Up, squeeze at the top, down. All right, and so let's do 15 of those each side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 5 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. All right, shake that out. Whew. We're gonna do one more chair exercise and then put it away to the side. This time, what we're gonna be doing is trying to control a movement. So we're gonna start up here, balance on one foot, and we want to bend one knee back as far as you can without touching the ground. Straighten it back up, all right? And we are going to do 5 times each side of this. So pick whichever side you want to start with. Make sure that you feel sturdy. Lift the opposite leg up into the back. And lower. Up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shake that out. Balance on the opposite leg. Get into a secure position. Raise the opposite leg out behind you. And let's lower. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back down off of the chair. You can put it away for later. We're not going to use it again until we stretch. And so we are back here. All right, that was of interest. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the floor for the rest of our exercise. And we're going to start on our backs. So go ahead and put your hands down to your sides, just in a rested position, knees facing the ceiling, feet planted on the ground. First, we're going to do some bridges. So again, focusing on those glutes. I want you to bridge up your lower back and your butt. Squeeze at the top, lower it back down. We're gonna do 15 of those. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And rest, shake it out. And then come back to that starting position. Next thing we are going to do is a walking bridge. So what you're going to do is you're going to bridge up. This time we're staying in this position and we are keeping those knees bent but walking one back toward our face and then doing the opposite leg. Alright? And let's do 10 of those each side. So let's bridge up and begin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, my apologies for the training, guys. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do, staying in this position, we are going to do one leg bridges. So this one is a little bit more intense on the legs instead of the glutes. What we're going to do is you're going to bridge up again. You're going to lift one foot off the ground. I'm lifting up my right foot so that it's straight and that both knees are still in line with each other. And we're just going to hold that. And then we're going to do the other side. So let's try and do that for 20 seconds each side. Bridge up. Get into position, lifting one leg in the air. And let's hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest, shake it out. I don't know about you guys, but counting down sometimes makes the exercise feel more bearable. Let me know if you think so. Alright, let's go to the other side. Let's bridge up. Get into position and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, shake it out. Alright. Stay in this position, bring your feet together, kind of in a butterfly, let your knees fall down apart to the ground. Loosen up any tension in your legs. Really let gravity allow them to fall closer and closer toward the ground. And breathe. Hold this for a few more seconds. Gently bring those knees back up. Shake it out. Next thing we are going to do is some leg splays. So we're going to stay on our backs. I'm just turning so you all can see. This time, straight legs. We're going to bring them straight into the air. Point those feet. And all we're doing for this exercise is we're controlling and opening the legs as wide as we can apart, and then bringing them back together. All right, and we're gonna do, let's do 8 of those, and then a stretch. Begin. 1, close. 2, close. 3, close. 4, 4 more. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring your knees down to your chest, rock it out. All right, bring those legs straight up again toward the ceiling. This time I want you to open your legs out wide, and we're just gonna hold it here. Keep those knees straight, those feet pointed. Let gravity bring your legs closer and closer to the ground. If you want to help it out a little, you can use your hands to gently push, whatever you feel. And we're holding it for a few more seconds. Slowly bring your legs back up together. Bring your knees to your chest and rock it out once more. Coming back onto your back, still in this position, bring your knees out towards your armpits. Lift your feet up to the ceiling, flex those feet. And try and pull your feet down with your hands so your knees are going further down into your armpits for happy baby. If you want, you can rock in this stretch, deepening it side to side, really opening up those hips. You to come down onto your stomach, face toward the floor, legs straight up behind you. Bring your arms behind your back, clasp those fingers together or interlace those fingers, and we are going to do some booty blasters. So what we're doing for this is we're going to go up, kind of like into a Superman. So torso comes off the floor, legs come off the floor. And we're gonna slowly open and close those legs. All right, so first let's get into position, rest position. Hands behind our back. And we are going to do 10 open and closed. And then let's see if we can do some more. So lift up. And let's go open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rest. Shake it out. I think we can go for 5 more. So let's do 5 more. Again, let's get into position. So lift up, and let's open and close. 2, 3, into a child's pose. All right, come up into your tabletop position. I feel like our butt is feeling a bit neglected, so we're going to do a few more glute exercises and then stretch it out. So, make sure your knees are directly below your hips, wrists directly below your shoulders. And what we're going to do, I want you to extend one leg out straight behind you. Lift that leg up so it's in line with your back. And we're just going to pulse. So let's begin for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg out to the side. And let's rotate that foot. 1, 2, tiny circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring that leg down. Let's do the opposite side. So straighten it out behind you. Bring it in line with your back. And let's pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg out to the side. And let's rotate that foot for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, shake it out. Next thing we are going to do, I want to do one more. Try one more on our back. So get back like we're doing that bridge. It's just going to be slightly different. So what I want you to do is raise one leg straight up into the air, flexing that foot. We're going to lower that leg out to the side as far as we can and bring it back up. And lower and bring it back up, okay? And then we're going to switch sides. So let's try 10 times each side. So I'm going to start with my right foot, flex upwards. During this exercise, try to keep the opposite knee straight up in the air and not let it bow out to the side so you can get the full thing, all right? And 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower, up, lower, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, lower that foot back to the ground, shake it out. Lift the opposite leg straight up into the air, flex that foot. Try to keep the rest of the body stable as you lower and bring it up. Let's begin. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down to the ground, shake it out. All right, let's get into some stretches, cool down a little bit. I'm gonna start, let's start out in a downward dog. So if you want, you can push back into a child's pose. Use this to get into your downward dog position. Straight legs. And while you're staying here, I want you to bend your right knee as much as you can, keeping that left leg straight, driving that left heel into the ground. You should feel this all in your calves. And breathe. Now let's switch. So straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, drive that right ankle into the ground. Alright, straighten both. Let's do that again. So straighten the left leg, bend the right knee as much as you can, driving that left ankle into the ground. And let's switch. Straighten both legs. Shift your body weight forward into a high plank. Slowly lower down, elbows tight into your waist. And then let's untuck the toes, push up into cobra. Lower it back down. Push back into child's pose. Tuck your toes again. Push up into downward dog. And walk your feet, straight legs toward your hands. And slowly roll up. Let's go ahead and get that chair again. For this first stretch, you can just use it for a little bit of stability. We're going to do our quad stretch, so grab your foot with the same hand and try to bring that foot to your butt, keeping the knees in line with each other. You can deepen this stretch by trying to thrust your pelvis forward or under. And let's hold this. And release. Let's do the opposite side. Release. Now we're going to do another calf stretch. So get into kind of a short lunge. It doesn't have to be wide at all. Make sure your toes are both pointing in front of you. What you want to do is push that chair down, press into the front knee, and really drive that back ankle downward. The more you are leaning into it, keeping that back ankle to the ground, the deeper the stretch you can feel. And if you need to adjust your back leg in or out for a deeper stretch, you can do that as well. You can also use a wall if you don't have a chair. This is just what I have. Alright. And now what we're going to do, keeping that same stance, I want you to try and bend that opposite leg, that opposite knee, that back knee, down without bringing your heel up off the ground. And you should feel a deeper, more intense stretch in that calf. And breathe. few more seconds. And carefully release. Switch legs, starting with that lunge. Let's drive our knee forward, back ankle down toward the floor. Using that chair or that wall for resistance. Alright, now let's do the same thing. This time bending both knees, keeping that back knee, that back ankle connected toward the floor. Ooh, my calves are tight, you guys. And continue to breathe. Few more seconds. Alright, bring it back up. Let's get rid of that chair again. We're going to go ahead and get back on the floor. I'm going to start with my favorite glute stretch. So lay on your back. Feet on the ground, knees upward to the ceiling. Bring your right foot up off the ground, keeping it bent. Place that right ankle on top of your left knee. Lift that left foot up off the ground, keeping the left leg in kind of this right angle shape here. Flex both feet. Bring your right hand between your legs, between that four that it's making. Left arm comes outside of the left leg and behind the left thigh. Pull that thigh towards you and push your right knee out with your elbow. And breathe. Remember to continue flexing those feet. A few more seconds. And release. Do the opposite side. So left ankle comes on top of right knee. Hands come behind that thigh. Flex your feet. Pull that right thigh towards you, pushing that left knee out. Few more seconds. And release. Shake it out. Next thing we are going to do, I want you to bring both legs straight out in front of you. Raise that right leg. Cross it over the left. Left arm comes up and over that right knee. And let's pull and twist. And release, switch. And release. And I'm going to get back onto my mat and do our favorite yoga flow. So push up into a downward dog. Bring your right leg up straight behind you. Bend that knee, bring it into your chest. Place that right foot in between your hands. And let's circle that back foot to deepen that stretch. And reverse. Alright, bring both hands inside that right foot. If you can't come down all the way onto your elbows, I want you to just continuously bend and straighten those elbows backward as far as you can to get prepared for this stretch. I'm going to go ahead and get down. And we're just going to hold this for a few seconds. Breathe. Let's come back up onto our hands. Bring the right hand back to the right side of the foot. Lower the back knee to the ground. Make sure your hips are square or right next to each other. Tuck your pelvis and press forward into that front knee. Straighten out that front leg, flex that foot, keeping a flat back. Walk your hands out as far as you can toward that flexed foot. And let's just rotate the ankle in and out. Let's bring it back up into this kneeling lunge. You can either keep it here or twist into your quad stretch. Carefully release that. Bring both hands onto the ground, swing that leg around, push back into child's pose, and then up into downward dog. Now let's bring that left leg up into the air, bend it, bring that knee into your chest, place that foot in between your hands, and circle the back ankle to deepen the stretch. And reverse. Okay, come back to center. Bring both hands inside that left foot, either continuously bending or coming straight down onto your elbows for the stretch. Come back up onto your hands. Bring that left hand back to the left side of your foot. Lower the back knee down to the ground. Square up those hips. Tuck the pelvis under and press forward. Breathe and hold it for a few more seconds. And release. Straighten out that front leg. Actively flex that foot, keeping a flat back. Walk your hands out toward it. And then let's just rotate that leg out and in. a kneeling lunge and either stay in this lunge or twist into the quad stretch. A few more seconds. Carefully release that. Swing that foot around. Let's end in a straddle. So get into your widest straddle that you can. Flex feet. If you need to, you can lift your butt cheeks out the way so you're sitting straight on your tailbone. And it's just flex and point. Flex and point. 2 more times. Flex, point, flex, and point. All right, keeping those toes pointed. Walk your hands out as far as you can, down in the middle, keeping the backs of your knees connected to the floor. And let's hold it. Stay in this position, flex your feet. Hold it. Now point them again, deepening that stretch. Try to walk your hands out a little bit further. Try to get your forehead to the floor. That is the goal. All right, and we're going to do that one more time. So flex your feet, stay in this position. And point those toes again, deepening that stretch. Walk your hands out a little bit more. And breathe. Staying at this level, walk your hands over to your left foot. Trying to bring your nose to your knee. All right, walk your hands back to center, then over to your right foot. Walk your hands back to center again. Hold it here and breathe. Now let's walk our hands back toward our body. Shake it out. Bring those legs in. Bring them up into a butterfly position. Flap those wings. Alright, and that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's gluten leg exercise. If you have any comments, any feedback, any suggestions, please feel free to message me. And thank you for this. I'll see you all again on Monday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern sharp. Bye.